My name is Rhapsody, welcome back. Slay the Spire. Let's go in with the silent. Pop that ascension back down to 1. Let's go. Alright, the seed for this run is negative 1329 5247 9064 0639 295. Another try, don't mind if I do. Get a random common relic. Ooh, Vajra. Start of each combat, gain 1 strength. Let's go for an aggressive build. Yeah. I tried to show an aggressive kind of silent to Lolash in the How to Beat series, because that's not just a series where he shows me builds. It's also a series where I show him builds. Like, it's two people showing each other different playstyles. So I tried to show him an aggressive silent, but unfortunately, the right cards didn't really want to show up until the very end of the run. So it looked like we were going to lose, and then suddenly we were fine. Oh, spoiler alert. Though to be fair, we've only lost in one of those episodes. So you can usually just assume the win. Poison. Let's go for the Blade Dance. Let's make this. Transform card. We'll transform and defend. Got Noxious Fumes. That's unfortunate. Max HP here. Transform, another defend. Go more aggressive. Too aggressive. It's too aggressive to go right now. We will remove a strike though. Keep the balance. Alright. That's a kind of annoying hand to get. Ridiculously defensive there. And we should be able to kill next hand. Beautiful. Let's get a Terror as soon as we possibly can. Backstab's great. I would love to open up on the enemy this turn, but it's so much better to wait for them to be poisoned at the start of the next turn. Throw another poison in because this becomes a DPS race. Hopefully I draw my... Ooh. It's actually fine to fully defend that turn. I was hoping for my neutralize, but turns out that's coming out in this hand. Alright. You should be dead before you ever get another hit on us, so life is pretty damn good here. Yep. That's just the Noxious Fumes going on. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill card to your deck, it is upgraded. Malaise. Expertise. Aggressive cards. Aggressive. There's none of them. None of them are aggressive. Oh, no. I'll take the Malaise, though. It's just too powerful to not take. First Smith is going to be on the Blade Dance because it's 5 extra damage. That's pretty significant. $12, $15, $27 plus 7 is 30. Yeah, okay. We actually kill the backliner here first. And then the frontliner. Beautiful. Dagger Spray because it's affected multiple times by Vajra. The extra strength applies twice. Juzu Bracelet, regular enemy combats, and no longer encountered in question mark rooms. This is perfect. We're actually going for an elite hunting first floor silent. This is great. It's entirely possible that I actually perfect this fight, so I'm going to use my defense there. Totally fine. As long as I don't get a garbage hand, which I don't. Start setting up on the backliner so that I can try and kill it next turn in order to prevent its attack. Beautiful. It's dead next turn. Hell yes. All right, we perfected that fight as well. Orichalcum, at the end of your turn, if you have no block, gain 6 block. That's really handy because we're not planning on gaining block. We'll get another Blade Dance, which immediately upgrades as soon as it gets added to our deck. We're looking for accuracy now. That is going to be huge. This enemy now actually can't do enough damage to get through our Orichalcum. Give me accuracy. No. Give me accuracy. There is another backstab here, and I'd be remiss to pass it up. Get another defend out of here, take a backstab. I'm actually kind of focusing on possibility of picking up the Sucker Punch as well right now, but I do want to save any extra money. Because I can't let Shuriken pass me by if it just so happens to turn up. Taking no damage in this fight either. No flies on me. Bye-bye. Paper Crane! Enemies with weak deal 50% less damage rather than 25% less damage. Well, now... Ooh, and there's a Terror! Hell yes! This is the aggressive build I wanted, and it just wouldn't show up when I wanted it. None of that. Even the Riddle with holes. Yeah, it's 25 damage with 2 energy. Yeah, it's still actually on the low end. We do want to smith both Noxious Fumes and Neutralize. For this fight, Neutralize is going to be more important. Noxious Fumes will help us end the fight earlier, but Neutralize might help us perfect it. Okay, I'm very hopeful that we will just get like a giant Malaise off. Okay? We're actually protected this turn. As long as we don't hit the enemy when they're armored up, we should be fine. So yeah, Malaise just helps us be really aggressive. I'm going to need to make sure that I'm still weakening every turn, though. It looks like I'm actually going to perfect this fight. I'm amazed. I'm frankly flabbergasted. I forgot that Malaise was actually an application of weakness as well. I really didn't think this was going to happen. We'll take Die Die Die. Just a bit more AoE, and now we'll take Sozu. Ooh, do we take Sozu or do we take Philosopher's Stone? No, we take Sozu. Because while we can mitigate the negative effects of Philosopher's Stone with our weakness, with our Paper Crane, with our strength reduction through Malaise, we also want to keep them below a limit after all those reductions that Orichalcum will block most of their damage. So buffing their damage just to debuff it seems like a really poor idea for me. This does, however, mean that I'm not going to be able to go into the final fight just holding 3 strength potions, just nod at Donu and Decker like, what up? Time to die. It's unfortunate. It seems pretty good, though. Predator's not really an aggressive card. Apparition's also not really. Even though they would immediately upgrade, and even though they make sure that you don't really take that much damage, they put so many Apparitions in your deck that oftentimes you can't run an aggressive deck after that point. Because you just don't draw your aggressive cards enough. It's really frustrating when that happens as well. If Apparition removed all of the defense from your deck and replaced them with Apparitions, like the Bite event, it would be so much better. And it would be takeable in aggressive decks. I have to hunt elites, but I also really want the shops, but I have to hunt elites. I want the score. Oh, that's really annoying, but I do have to do that weaken, because now the enemy can't hit me. Gosh, Malaise is ridiculous. That was almost entirely in the wrong order. Like, perfectly in the wrong order. Thankfully, it really doesn't matter. And murder. Explosive potion would be great if I could take it. Oh, I really want the backstab. I also really want the dagger spray. I have 2 copies of Blade Dance already, and I'm not going to pass either of them up. And I already have 2 copies of Backstab, so I'm not getting the Highlander bonus. So let's take a second copy of Dagger Spray. Especially because I'm about to start fighting elites on this floor. And getting that AoE damage out is going to be pretty important. So I don't play the Defend there because it would only block me for 5, and it would prevent the Orichalcum from triggering, so it would actually be worse. Right now. Drop the damage. Hell yeah. Nope. None of those were aggressive enough, mon frere. That's a giant Malaise right there. And courtesy of that giant Malaise, it is going to be almost impossible to deal damage to me. You saw the almost in effect there. Occasionally, this enemy will decide to do 1 large hit rather than a bunch of small hits. And that large hit will deal 8 damage, so I am going to need double defend through those. I could probably have killed, actually, if I just focused on that. Yeah. Oh well. Still dead. When adding cards to your deck, you may gain 2 max HP instead. God, I love you, Singing Bowl. I would take Alchemize, but we already have Sozu. Would I take an Infinite Blades? I still don't think I would. Yeah. If I had the prepared, then I would, but I don't have prepared, so I won't. I'm going to upgrade our AoE cards first. Fights like this kind of prove why I might want to do that. Okay, as long as I can kill one of you next turn, then I'll still be fully protected, and I'm not. Okay, still fully protected. It's the die, and now I'm fully protected against the final one, but it's also dead. None of that. Bottled Tornado. Upon pickup, choosing a power card, it'll be in your opening hand. I don't even want Noxious Fumes in my deck. If I take the Bottled Tornado and put Noxious Fumes in it, I have to keep Noxious Fumes. I don't think I'm going to get enough removal opportunities where I get to remove Noxious Fumes as well as all of my defense, because my defense would go first, right? So we're actually going to take 6 damage here, which is the first damage I believe I've taken this floor. Which is kind of wild. Malaise has been extremely overperforming what I thought it was going to do in this defensive, this aggressive deck. It's just going to serve as ever the reminder that Malaise is insane. Alright. I'll throw the weaken on the front line rather than the back line, just because the back line is going to die next turn. Call me psychic, I just happen to know. Now, unfortunately, we've already taken damage in this fight, but I don't think we're going to take any more. Wasted a shiv there I didn't need to use, by the way. Should have just looked a little more closely at its HP. Alright, enemy's dead. Molten egg? Really? Whenever you add an attack card to your deck, it's upgraded. Sure, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Or if it is. We should upgrade the AoE cards that will stick around in our deck. Unfortunately, we don't have a weaken, so we're actually just going to take damage to the Gremlin Leader. There's not really that much we can do about that. It's way more important that I hit a giant Malaise here. Here it comes! And you're dead. I knew that was going to happen, which is why I didn't focus any other attacks on the Gremlin Leader. I knew he was going to be poisoned before he died. Or poisoned to death. Beautiful. Terra is basically the largest help. The largest enabler for this kind of deck. Mummified Hand, whenever you play a power, random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. That's actually going to be really helpful because it is going to enable us to play Noxious Fumes at only 1 card cost. See for Relic for 85, don't mind if I do. And actually received it for 55 because it gave me 30 back, as well as 10% more likelihood to find treasure and question mark rooms. I think I'm probably quite likely to take a fair bit of damage this fight. Not actually going to be using Malaise. I want to use that after the Bronze Automaton has lost all of its artifacting. You took Die 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 and you took Terror. Wow. That's just rough. There's Terror. We'll apply it to the right target. Backline should be dead. Get 6 block rather than 5 by not playing the defend. And now we're just looking for Malaise. Beautiful. As large of a Malaise as we can get. This is the Hyper Beam turn, and it's just doing nothing. Compared to what it usually would do, at least. Oh, it's just a tickle. The Vapor Crane is just cruise control for win. It's insane. It may actually be too good. In fact, it's almost certainly significantly too good. Last knife. Held a lot of damage in a single card, plus it immediately upgrades as soon as we pick it up. We want the extra energy because we play a lot of cards. We could also take the Orrery and have a lot of choices from Molten Egg and Toxic Egg. But taking the Cursed Key actually also upgrades our ability to use Malaise. Do I need the extra energy? Probably not that much. I think I actually take the Orrery and just look for cards. And if I don't get anything I like, I can just use Singing Ball. Probably skipping those. Probably skipping those. Probably skipping those. Probably skipping those. Yeah. So this is actually going to help us get a score bonus of stuffed. All we need to do is get to 100 HP. So turn down 3 more cards. And we'll get the stuffed multiplier. Beautiful. That's what I was aiming for the entire time, of course. Trying to keep them all roughly on the same HP. So that I can somehow get them all to die roughly around the same time. Oh, I took 1 damage. Bugger. And that's all of them murdered. That's all she wrote. I can take another die here. I'll do so. There's a lot of AoE fights on this floor, and some of them reward you relics. So you can hardly say no at that rate. Colloquially, it would be known as an offer you cannot refuse. Shovel, you can now dig for loot at rest sites. That's perfect. I no longer upgrade any cards. Hell yes. Whetstone upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Both maxed out, yes! Life is so good. It didn't even get any of my strikes. That's insane. You know, I'm going to take damage in this fight eventually. May as well go down swinging. Yeah. I just don't have enough defense to make it through that fight without taking any damage. Shuriken, 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 shuriken. Shuriken, every times you play a attack in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Shuriken, shuriken. Now, I could take After Image as well as card removal. And it's a good idea, and I should do it. I'm still sad to do it, because now if I see, like, if I somehow run into the bag of marbles and I can't afford it, I'm gonna be sad. That's some burns I didn't want in my deck. Thank you for those. So I played all of those attacks just so I could get the Shuriken charge. Just in case you were wondering. Not a fan of exhausting attacks that don't need to be exhausted yet, but the Shuriken cold. It is super important that I'm Malaise here for as much as I can. Honestly, we could have been much worse off. We are the egg! Frozen egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, it is upgraded. I don't want to put an Venom in this deck. I'll take it. I've got the Mummified hand. I still don't think it'll be good. But I should still take it. Bottled Lightning. Choose a skill card to be in your opening hand. Obviously Terror. Holy heck. Ow. Come on, and murder. That'll do. Gambling chip at the start of each combat. Discard as many cards as you'd like and then draw that many. That's handy. Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. Alright, now the Envenom is ridiculous. Nothing bad can happen to me. 1,000 cuts. Oh, come on. That's just not fair. To anyone involved. It's just rude. Ninja. Start each combat with 3 ships. This is not fair. This is frankly not fair now. Let's get those out of there. Cool. Shouldn't have played that defend, by the way. Yeah, the enemy's dead. I overcomplicated that. Sundial, every 3 times you shuffle your deck, gain 2 energy. As finisher. Holy. Okay, here's the thing though. If I dig 2 more times, do I actually get enough relics? 5, 10, 15. No. So if I dig here and then dig there, I'm still going to be only on 24 relics. So now I should consider resting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a lot of damage right there. Bye forever. None of that. We'll rest once again and then go into our final fight. Hello, Time Eater. Okay. So we're going to take damage in this fight, but that was a reasonable opening hand right there, I feel. The after image is actually working against me, isn't it? I didn't even think about this, but yeah, it's going to be working against me because I need to play more than 6 cards a turn before it's better than my Orichalcum. Mm-hmm. Well, there goes my Terror. Well, we've got a bunch of strength. It's going to be pretty much impossible for the enemy to stop me at this point. You can deal a lot of damage to me, but thanks to my prudent use of resting, we're actually fine. Goodbye forever. Now that was a good aggressive silent. Hoo boy, from toe to tip did I love that run. 1032, don't mind if I 1032. 3 champions, 1 perfect, stuffed in light speed. Awesome. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time, Kyle. That's right, Kyle. I know it's you. Don't shake your head, Kyle. I know it's you. What up, Kyle? See you next time.